Hello people, how are you doing? The boxer Dylian Whyte that just defeated Oscar Rivas has tested positive for a drug, a banned drug substance. So basically, he failed a drug test, and from what I read, his team did not communicate that drug test failure to Oscar Rivas' team before the match. So he was basically high on drugs throughout the match. So that match happened a few days ago, and if you watch that match, you will see that Oscar Rivas actually knocked down Dylian Whyte, but proceeded to lose the fight. And why did he lose the fight? In that fight, Oscar Rivas didn't just have enough. He appeared to have run out of gas. He appeared to have been more tired than Dylian Whyte to finish the fight. So throughout the fight, Dylian Whyte was able to keep throwing punches and then in bunches. And even though Oscar Rivas knocked him down, the judges felt he won most of the other rounds, and then they gave him the fight. So I just pitied Oscar Rivas in that match because he showed great potential to win, and he still lost, or just on points alone. But it's now turning out that Whyte was high on something. It was not just normal. He didn't just normally work hard and win. He was high on something. So according to Boxing Scene, Whyte was informed 3 days prior to the bout that he had tested positive for a banned substance in a UKAD test. The exact substance is currently unknown to the media. So even though he was informed, he decided to go ahead with the match and not expose it. It's claimed that his promoter Matchroom Boxing and the British Boxing Board of Control were also told of the situation, but the fight was allowed to take place regardless. Imagine. All right, so that's how it happened. Then they basically did not inform this guy's team. So under British rules, the fighter has the right to an appeal, and no sanctions can be put in place by the BBOC as UKAD don't recognize a breach in their protocols until the full adjudication process is complete. This can take years to resolve, as was seen with Tyson Fury's case, and is ultimately referred to the Independent National Anti-Doping Panel (NADP). As things stand, Whyte is still licensed to box, and so his clash with Rivas was allowed to go ahead. Promoter Eddie Hearn issued the following response, in which he did not deny his man had tested positive, but insisted he was allowed to fight on Saturday night. So now, at this point, if you've not seen any of my videos before, if you're watching my videos for the first time, please click the red subscribe button below so that anytime I make a new video, you will be the first to get the notification. See, I feel this is unfair to Oscar Rivas. They should just give that victory to Oscar Rivas. It's unfair. Imagine being in a fight where the opponent is playing unfair. All right, and not just that. This is a boxing is not a sport that anybody can do anyhow. You understand? It's a sport that is a life and death situation. Every punch that lands on a boxer's head is drawing them towards an old age of misery, all right, where they can't speak or talk or lose control of some of their limbs, and even possibly die in the ring. And you know that the person that he's fighting is high on drugs and is not fighting fair, and then they kept mute and let the fight go ahead. You understand? Oscar Rivas showed a lot of potential in that fight, but he still lost. So what Eddie Hearn said was, further to reports, I can confirm that both Dylian Whyte and Oscar Rivas were subject to extensive VADA and UKAD testing for their bout. Both fighters were cleared to fight by both bodies of BBOC. You see? So I'm going to stop here. You let me know what you think about this and how it's going to play out. If it plays out the way Tyson Fury's own played out, then Dylian Whyte will be out of the ring for a long time. And who knows what his career will look like by the time it comes out. Imagine showing up in 2022 trying to fight again. He might be too old. As you can see, his body is already, Dylian Whyte's body is already looking like he's 40 already. I know he's somewhere around 30, but his body is already giving way. So imagine him coming out 2 years later. Look at how big his stomach is, you see. So I'm going to stop here. You let me know, or we can talk about it. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the red subscribe button below. I'll keep you updated as this case develops.